Welcome to Knypersley Reservoir. Absolutely massive lake, surrounded by woodland. Wonderful walk. But at the bottom of the lake there's another lake. You can see the woodlands up there to explore. It's not a bad day, a bit cold. And view from the other side of the lake. You can see the main wall. And you can see the swallows. Plenty of woodlands. The old coots have got some babies here. A bit further down the lake now, and we'll see in a minute the second lake. See over the far side people fishing. That's one of the stopping off points where we got nice seats. You can take a rest. Look at the water, how clear the water is. Crystal clear. Just on the bridge, plenty of wildlife. 3 squirrels. Just seen a nuthatch. Another squirrel coming along the other side. It's quite early in the morning. Another squirrel down there, so we're overrun with squirrels. They don't seem too bothered. Getting quite close to them. That one looks like a bit of a baby squirrel. Blue tit just arrived. Another squirrel come. They're sitting here quite nicely. Within a couple of feet of him, and he doesn't give a monkeys. Actually on the bridge, and there's another mini lake or overflow. We've now got a nuthatch come, and a blue tit, and another blue tit, and a robin, and another squirrel. Here's the robin come. None of them seem particularly bothered. There's plenty of seed for them here. Somebody's been out this morning and fed them. And a swing round on the other side of the bridge, you can see the lake from a different view. Another highlight is this ancient watchman's tower. Long since abandoned. Little tree creeper going up the tree there. This is just a little way from the lake, which leads you into a massive woodland. So there's a woodland walk if you want to do it here. And the place is just teeming with wildlife. And they don't seem to bother that they'll come quite close to you. Probably hear the wildlife. And now at the bottom of the lake, you can get an idea how big it is. A big cell tower up the top there. Well, that's the sides of the lake. You can't see the beginning of the lake, but we're not done, because if I swing round, this is the second lake. So it's another big lake that disappears around the corner. The first lake halfway around is 5,000 steps. So we'll now explore the second lake. There's plenty of woodland walks to go into if you want. And there's a well, spiritual well, just down the... And the wildlife here just don't seem to give a toss. Now reached the end of the bottom lake, and as you can see, you can't even see the other lake, so it's equally as big as that. But we've been through the woods with hundreds and hundreds of bluebells, and now we're into another woodland. And if you like climbing, you can climb as much as you want around here. In the wood, and we're now at 2 points. There's a visitor centre which has got its own postcode, or we can walk back as we were. So the visitor centre's got toilets and a cafe if they're open with COVID. On the way back now, we're still around the second lake. You can see there's plenty of bluebells about. It's 1st of May, so probably another week or so the bluebells will still be out. If you look at the paths, they're quite reasonable if you're disabled or got a child in a buggy. They're pretty walkable. If you're a bit more adventurous, you can actually go up there. So there's plenty of odd walks off the main path round the lake. You can probably hear all the birds. The place is just overrun with squirrels. Everywhere you go there's squirrels. Back at the end of the lake we have these old pumps that used to work the reservoir. And we're now back, and the car park's just there. A picnic area here, nice seat, people fishing, a few ducks about, and there's a lovely view across the countryside here, so you can walk around the lake, and there's plenty of other places to explore if you really want. To make a day of it.